big things and high things. Oh, as you say that, a little bit of a fight going down there. Almost had an opportunity to get taken up. It picks up really fast. How quick did Vino react there to make sure that he could get himself protected and then obviously make sure that his shields go up?
Very, very quickly. Up on height, we still have, well, I was going to say, Vert going up there, but down on the low ground. We've got Andlex, the player we talked about earlier, not in his best form, not looking in his best inventory right now either. 24 builds to his name, starting to chop all the way through. Jump into the box, but no, he goes down to Storm Surge, actually down below.
Is it important here? High ground advantage. Is that what it's going to come down to? You can see Vino's trying to get up there as quickly as possible. This is where I think everyone is going to be working. Bad branding or zero without Chapix as well. Everyone is trying to get as high as they possibly can. Is that going to be what it takes to win this first game?
It absolutely will. You'll see the players staying up on height and also the players stuck on high ground layers like Vino staying close to that because there's not as many players on this horizontal layer. And he can just loop down doing exactly what he's doing right now. Spraying to those players, picking up easy damage, picking up easy eliminations as well. But up on high ground, 33 Vert, the player from NA West who's moved to NA East, who's now playing an EU LAN, the solo FNCS champion, is in the commanding position in game number 1.
Did you expect this many players to make it all the way here? Look how many of them. I thought that there would be a lot more early fights.
Oh, absolutely is. They kind of slows down towards the mid-game there, and now when things get going into the end game, it gets a little bit chaotic. It gets kind of crazy at this moment. As you can see, still some of the biggest names still up in it. Vert still up on high ground. Reason who ended up winning that previous. Hen also still in this, but only 2 builds remaining to his name. So this is going to start where things are getting a little bit shaky at this moment for him. We've seen him clutch up incredible things in solos, but can he do it? He gets tagged all the way down to 18 HP. He's going to have to find something. There's a player back on the wall, but that's Seti. Seti will not make a mistake, edit this wall. But look at the peak.
Everyone's favorite has gone down. I can't confirm. Mr. Savage is out. He is out. Vino is out. This is all your favorites. Narwhal as well, just gone down. And bad branding, zero without Chapix. He is gone as well. This is going to get really hot. Hen is here though. Doesn't have the high ground advantage, but is picking them off quite nicely, doing some damage. I'm excited to see what can happen here.
This is an incredible run from Hen right now. With the big shots on the player down below, he can't build on that big old boulder that's down there, so he managed to take advantage of that. The last 2 builds that he's used have now been used up. Hen has nothing left to his name. 0 builds, but he has some of the best shotgun aim in the entire world, not even just this region right now. And if he can pull off a clutch right, that would be absolutely unbelievable.
Look at that health though. Nomads, look at the health. This would be the clutch of the century if Hen gets this right.
I think it would be going into this end game still. Vidil's still up there. So many other players so healthy at this moment, right? We see Vidil on almost 200 HP. Seti still in it. Cammy, his duo, Neb, some of the biggest names in the entire region. I am so impressed with the ability from Hen, but Hen's actually starting to get into elimination. He picks up Flixie, so he does get the refresh down below, but he doesn't seem to be too much HP up on high ground right now. Vert, we're going to have a huge elimination on Reason, the last heat's winner that managed to make it through, and this could be an easy victory royale for him with only 5 players left remaining.
We see Storm Surge take some damage. They're taking down one of the players. We are now down to 5. Like you said, this is the big battle. The first game at LAN, first time in 2 years. It's about to get noisy, Reese.
It is indeed, and one player's starting to go up for high ground right now. It's one of the sicko players, but Vidil's still left in this. Vert has to take his angles very, very careful. He's slowing down. He's got 2 builds, 1 now left remaining. He has to choose very carefully where to do it. Marine, one of the previous Dreamhack winners, still up in this as well. It's slowed down a little bit as it starts to go through the old builds. Vidil picks up big tags onto Marine. Vert doing a great job holding hard, but Normal is going to go up. That's Normal down below on the low ground. Vidil picks up that elimination at the same time. It's now a 1v1 situation. Vert versus Vidil at the same time. He's going to have to pick the angles, pick the plays, because the low materials, but no, the big chunk comes off onto Vidil. And the hill, now the high ground is going to have to be so more important. This could be such a big, easy victory royale for Vert because he's managed to hold this pretty much through the entire moving zones. But no, he jumps down, but he has the chug splashes to still keep himself up. He's going to heal himself with white HP. Vidil jumping into the backside of the zone also with some heals. The chugs are going off, the shots are going off. Vidil goes down, and it's going to be Vert who picks up the victory royale in game number 1.
He had the high ground for pretty much the majority.
It's kind of taken a bit of Storm's damage as Pink actually gets knocked down from height as Snazy takes it with that grapple gun, but quickly enough, Thomas HD going for the counter, getting that initial shot, and now just 1 more is what he needs to get this elimination. Will he be able to connect the shot? 0 builds left, has to get a refresh here.
Pink was chopped, Snazy was dropped. What can Thomas do? He just flops, he goes down. And so who will it be? Snazy will retake it, reclaim but for how much longer? There's still so many names in this that want to have a say. Vidil down below, trying to farm anything. A big shot from Vidil. No materials. Can he get the second onto Clement? No. The Frenchman will clean him out. And so now again, another battle for high ground, and Seti will be the one to take it. Cammy, his teammate down below, wreaking havoc. But this time they're gonna have to start fighting against each other. Using the mobility to get to the front of the zone, but it almost costs him all of his HP. The flopper will come in huge right now, but he's not done. The job is not finished. He must continue to hit shots.
So many players going for the high ground this game as Cammy dropping straight into his opponent's box, taking out Janice. Now it's a 1 versus 1. Seti, Cammy, the trio coming back together here. Is Cammy from the low ground going to be able to take it, or is Seti on the high ground going to be able to secure game number 2? As Cammy looking from an angle down below, does not connect the shot, but Seti is on top. He's aware. He knows what he has to do to take home this match, but Cammy is quick to react. This is playing aggressive. Will he chop him down? Will he build up? What decision is he gonna make to take this game home?
The Polish brothers at war now, and Cammy result into just a bloom battle. No materials. He knows he's on his last legs, his last limbs, and Seti will capitalize. Seti will take game 2 with the victory royale against his teammate, no other.
Mr. Savage, everyone's favorite, is also in the mix. This is exciting. Some big names going to be battling it out as we move here. You can see they're all fighting. I love this. I love all these players ready to go. All the names you love. Mr. Savage making sure he can add some eliminations to his tally as well.
That's
what he did, and Hen's gone down with Mr. Savage. What a move! That high ground advantage too soon.
There
he
you
called
go.
it. He said it was too soon.
Drop down didn't necessarily work out for him, which is a shame to see. So he's going to down. He was in 14th place before that. Mr. Savage still up, one of the best solo players, one of the 3-time Dreamhack champion, 2 in LAN, 1 online, and up on high ground. We've got Dude as well at the same time. 48th place. This could be a massive game for him to clutch up. Vert is now in first place on that low ground. You can see the gold surrounding him, which shows that he is the first place player right now, which is huge for him, coming from any west to any east and now back into EU. And Kylie on low ground picks up Phantom, one of the Middle East players.
Mr. Savage has gone down. Kylie took them down. We were watching Kylie and Mr. Savage went down. So this is very interesting. Vino, you can see, is starting to make his move to the high ground. We saw him do this in map number 1. That was how he claimed that victory royale. He's doing it all over again. Is it going to work for him this time?
We'll see. Vert down to 14 HP on the low ground, though. Our current leader on 14 HP. That's 2 ticks to zone. 0 builds. He's got nothing back. All these players that back zone are probably going to be able to see him there if they walk. Anyone goes past this, we can hope that he has some of the best pump aim in the region. He can hit a max damage, potentially pick up someone. Luckily, not one single player has rotated past behind him there. That has potentially just saved him. But what can he do here? Can he take a good angle? He has the grapple gloves to move to the front side of the zone, but now he's harpooned straight into the box. The player's now under the cone, and no, our first place player is going to go down on 171.
There's 14 HP in a dream, and the dream is dead. It is dead.
The dream is over. Anteleg's also down. Diocese down too. Vino now still up on the high ground as well, but he gets chopped out 5th place currently so far. Taking a breath, taking a breather as Hellfire starts to go up. One of our best players yet again. I keep saying that, but everyone's the best player here. Let's be real.
Hellfire is the one that signed to a real football club, if I'm not mistaken.
He is indeed. He is indeed, man. I was going to get it wrong. I was going to get it wrong, but I'm not going to, just to make sure it's Man City indeed. I can't afford them that much at the same time. Cammy's still up in this too on the low ground. He's now roughly going to be close to first place. His dual teammate Seti down at the same time, so the top first is completely opened up. Vert also out of this. Cammy with 2 evens. Floki down the low ground, also jumping into the box. Going down to KNG player 2. And that's Floki picked up. And this is starting to get exciting, the last launch.
This is where it comes down to who is going to have that win advantage. Is it going to be someone on the high ground, or is the fight going to happen down here in the low? You can see a lot of players coming down. Cammy is there. Seti said Cammy's got to win this if Seti's not around. So Cammy, I hope Seti's in your ear telling you that right now. We've got Hellfire in the mix as well.
They're sitting across from each other. They're looking eyes to eyes on the low ground. Cammy picks up that elimination there onto Clement. 2 massive low ground players now picking up, fighting back to back. The Titans now eliminating each other. He's up to 176, so definitely close to first place. We've got 4 players still left in this. It's a 1v1v1v1 course solo. Another one goes down right there. It's Vico who picks up Hellfire on the low ground. CZR, the any West player, still up on height. Who's going to force this engagement? Who's going to manage to stay up? I don't think CZR has any mats on the high ground. Cammy doesn't either. But of course, Vico doesn't understand that. He doesn't see. It goes down as Cammy just picked up. CZR now has those siphon materials just left. 1v1 situation. Him versus Vico. Jumping in straight into the box, getting heavily aggressive because of the low materials. He chunks off to Vico. Vico, one of the best up-and-coming newcoming players. Can he clutch up in the situation matters? When it's stressful, no, he cannot. And CZR is going to pick up the Game 3 victory royale.
The armored walls will be the solution, but for how much longer? A player on his wall, will he take the fight? No, he wants a moment to breathe, but maybe too much air for his lungs. Are they gonna burst? They will. Falls at the hands of Pink, and Thomas HD is on high ground.
Thomas HD, Refsguard, Cammy, Kenzo, so many Titans up right now. We have Pink on the second high, but Thomas HD is controlling it. Be careful though, only 9 builds to work with. He has to be careful, he has to be cautious. Clement, close by, Zara, gonna get cracked there, and now Thomas is gonna begin this rotate from the high ground. He knows he does not have too many materials as Narwhal starts using those grapple gloves. We have Tripper in close by, but we have Cammy going up for it. Will he be able to take the high ground as we switch over to Seti? Getting 1, not getting 2 though as he gets knocked out, and now Refsguard also goes down. Thomas HD still has the high ground. He's looking to make it happen.
He's making it work with so little. Even with the wood, even with the vulnerability, nobody has the power to take him out. Cammy wanted to, but now he might have to drop down to low and avenge his teammate Seti. All alone, what can Cammy do? We've seen him have some big moments here before, but with the mats dwindling, things are looking rather bleak. Arch picks up an elimination onto Clement in the feed, and another one onto Zara, and another one onto Narwhal. Big Archie popping off right on the low ground, and if Cammy's not careful, he's going to walk into his sights. Trippin will fall. Thomas HD, the one still holding onto high ground right now. Flixie picking up some eliminations. It's Archie's world right now though, because he's the one that wants high ground. Don't start shaking, Archie. This is yours if you can just hold on. Can he continue to keep his composure, hit some shots? The builds are starting to get low, but Archie wants to do everything he can to stamp himself in the game. Flixie taken out by Thomas below, and now Archie against Thomas HD, one of the best solo players in the world. What can Archie do? What can he do? This isn't just a content creator, this is one of the top players in the land right now. But can he continue to show that he just needs to hit the shot? Is he gonna fumble it? Is he gonna choke Archie up against Thomas, and Thomas will win it? Archie was so close, yet so far, and Thomas HD
to keep him going in this thing.
I really love how he used the grapple glove there. It's obviously something that I think a lot of people play with, but very few use in a smart way, and I felt like he did that really well, just to wrap himself around, get through the rotate quickly and easily. Really impressive from him.
100%. We just saw Mr. Savage up on high ground, 7th place currently on the leaderboard. Someone who's been a little bit more quiet, but has still been in the conversation 100% throughout the day, and now potentially going to go in to win game number 5 from the high ground position. Here he is. I hope he has a lot of materials. He's got a lot of HP. He's using metal up on high ground now, which is a clear indicator that he still has plenty of materials left. Hopefully when he switches that position, he will actually do that, and I won't be wrong.
10 players left. Mr. Savage is currently, if I'm not mistaken, sitting about 10th on the leaderboard as well, or a little bit just out of there. He looks like he has a really good advantage sitting here on the high ground. This is his opportunity. Is he going to be able to get some picks as well? Because with only 1 elimination, he's going to need a little bit more if he wants to move up that leaderboard. Plus, coupled with a victory royale, that might just be what he needs. So is he going to be able to do it? That is the question, Reese.
We will see. We will see. Up on the height. Ammo still plentiful. Material starting to dwindle. Clement beamed down to the low ground at the same time, almost no HP. He's in 3rd place. 2nd and 1st is still all up in the game. No save picked up by Candy down on the low guy, and Cammy sprayed from the high by Mr. Savage. Aegis still left in this too. The spray coming out from every single angle. Savage picks up Clement in this final game, but he needs those materials to keep himself moving. He only has 3 wood builds left. He drops down, goes to the side, misses the shot on Aegis, but no, gets chunked back in return. He knows, but no, Mr. Savage is going to go down to Aegis. Cammy still left up in this. Our 1st place player, the guy who's got such a huge lead on everyone else, going to the high ground, gets chunked for 71 damage, 17 HP to clamber to keep himself up. He's down now, unfortunately. Our 1st place player is out. Aegis versus Tiltern in the final 1v1 situation, 21st versus 24th. The shot's traded. The whiff comes out, Aegis goes down, and Tiltern wins game number 5.
Someone is really hot in the crowd.
Let's go, crowd, man.
Ooh, Clement at 111 effective HP. The chaos has begun here in the first moving zone as he continues to use that natural mobility to rotate. But you gotta be careful. Peeking from behind, getting taken out. Clement has been eliminated. Now Cammy, Seti, Mr. Savage, all still up here looking to make something happen as Cammy now going for a bit of real estate, going for a bit of walls. but now he's going to continue playing it slow, but he has to make that rotate happen using that grapple glove. Great choice of where to use it from. There's not too many people close by, and so far, Cammy is really making it happen.
Cammy is absolutely on one today and continuing to just suffocate anybody else in the lobby that wants a chance at first place. His teammate Seti is somewhere down below looking to do similar things. But ultimately, these two have just been absolutely unplayable. Nobody else has been able to match their level of consistency. Nobody has been able to find such success. And the grapple gloves are a big part of that. You can see Seti in the top right using it to get to the front of the zone. Cammy now needs to be careful, can't afford to fall, needs to stay composed.
Will the duo be able to make it happen? Seti and Cammy might just go head-to-head in this last match. These moving zones are getting more and more intense as Seti continues to rotate ahead of zone. Cammy shortly behind, but we have so many opponents on the mid, on the low. Even now, Refsguard looking to see, should he take that high ground or should he keep the rotate going with safety as they all continue to get as far as possible.
You can see just what it means to them. They're going to continue to push their way on over. Seti and Cammy both trying everything they can. There's an all-out war and an all-out battle for high ground. Everybody doing what they can to try and take it. Hydro gets chopped and almost to his demise. Cammy is in a box and Cammy will go down on 307 points. Will that be enough to keep him in this tournament? Seti now needs to do everything he can to try and take that over. 307 is a lucky number that Seti needs. Will he be able to take it? Will he be the Dreamhack champion? He's staying alive well, and we know how good he is at that. But a couple eliminations will surely do it. He needs to do everything in this moment, just down to wood left. And so the shotgun will be crucial now.
Seti currently at 289 points, 307 being the cutoff from Cammy. Levin, you said it yourself, he has to make something happen here. Now pushed up to 290, pushed up to 296, but he still needs to get more here. 11 more points to tie with Cammy, 12 to take it home. That's 3 eliminations. Is he going to be able to do it as he keeps the rotate going? He still has 30 builds to work with. Kylie on the high ground, applying pressure from above. Vino dropped down to only 10 HP. Deal going for eliminations, but Seti looking back in the zone. Is he going to be able to pick one up? 302 points, takes the shot, does not get the crack, and now up to 303. 307 is the cutoff for that first place currently. Will Seti be able to take it home?
Seti trying everything he can now in the front of the zone, and look at this. This is a gift from the Fortnite gods. He finds some mats in the zone, exactly what he needed. Didn't have to get an elimination to do it. But this is everything for Seti now. He just needs to stay up. He needs to survive as long as he possibly can. But that's exactly what we know he can do. Can Seti hold on? 305, just 2 more points needed. Can he take over? Can he beat his teammate out to first place? A player up above, a player down below. He needs to be careful. He needs to hold on. Just the 4 builds remaining. Can Seti do it?
Can Seti make it happen? Just like you said, 2 points to tie, 3 to take it all home as he's now on the mid ground, has 2 players below. They're getting themselves into engagement. This could be an opportunity to take that elimination. He's tied with Cammy at 307, but he goes down. Who is going to take it? We might just be getting ourselves into a tiebreaker. Levin, Cammy, and Seti, the duo, both ending on 307 points, but now to finish this off, Kylie with 2 eliminations on the high ground, 176 points, battling it out for the last match, for that last victory royale. Is Kylie gonna take it, or will the player on the low ground become victorious as Kylie connects that last shot needed to secure the victory royale?
I really enjoyed playing. First LAN since 2019, first official LAN.
It's mad.
This was amazing.
And taking a look at the scoreboard right now, seeing how close you guys tied?